competition brochure and put it up on the side. But I'm sure no one would read it.
A moment, if you would. Are you two the famous Traveler and Paimon by any chance?
We sure are! And who are you?
My name is Wikas, a member of the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee. Have you two heard of this festival?
Yep, and that's exactly why we're here.
Is that so? Looks like our advertising is working. Since you're both interested, would you mind if I gave you a brief explanation of the event? So, the Academia Extravaganza is a grand event run by the Academia with a long and storied history. To be precise, it can be divided into the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. The gala is held annually. During this time, all 6 Darshans will set up booths throughout the city and host guests to showcase the most fascinating aspects of their school, and thus increase their influence. On the other hand, the championship is held once every 4 years. Each Darshan will send a representative to vie for the position of Grand Champion. This year, the gala is being held alongside the championship, so the mood in the city is, as they say, at an unprecedented fever pitch.
Got it! Cool! Thanks a bunch for the detailed explanation!
You're most welcome. Answering questions regarding the Academia Extravaganza is my job. And I actually do have something I would like to ask the two of you.
Huh? Need our help with something?
Well, let me begin by saying that this year's Academia Extravaganza is of utmost importance to us. Lesser Lord Kusanali and the sages came up with a plan for the Academia to recruit talented people from the desert starting next year. As such, we've invited a great number of desert dwellers to take part in this festival, so they can hopefully experience the Academia's atmosphere ahead of time. I've heard that the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert. With your participation, especially in the Inter-Darshan Championship, more people will definitely come to appreciate the festival.
Exactly! Or do you mean you want us to join a Darshan? But then we would have to deal with exams and essays and stuff like that.
No need to worry. The championship participants have already been selected. I mean to invite the two of you as guest commentators. Your job will be to observe and record every part of the competition. There's no pressure. Just follow each match and enjoy the festival. Aside from that, we'll also prepare some compensation for your efforts. We won't have you working for free.
That kind of sounds like a sweet deal. What do you think?
You can head over to the festival venue later. An organizer there will introduce each participant. Some of them even might be people you recognize. I'll leave it at that for now. So, how about it? Would you like to take this commission?
Wow, having fun while getting paid? This sounds awesome!
The main event venue is at the outskirts of the Citadel of Regzar, and the organizer you're looking for is Karina. Tell her the situation and she'll get you set up. The championship is going to begin soon. I wish you a good experience serving as commentators. If you have any doubts, come find me anytime.
Alrighty, off we go!
Welcome, one and all, to the Academia Extravaganza! Now then, allow me to reveal the prizes for this iteration of the Inter-Darshan Championship. Fabulous monetary rewards, research funds, a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card, and the right to wear the Diadem of Knowledge. I believe that I need not elaborate as to how this is a symbol of great honor.
She should be Karina, right? Looks like she's in the middle of something. Let's wait till she's less busy, then go introduce ourselves.
The Diadem of Knowledge. What a perfect work of art.
Every time I see it, I feel like I'm losing myself in its beauty. The one who proves fit to wear it must be a rare genius indeed.
I believe that most of you have already seen the Diadem of Knowledge or have heard tales about it. 20 years ago, a researcher named Sachin bought it for a large sum of mora before donating it to the Academia. The generous championship prizes are also sourced from his sponsorship. Before we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher, who cannot be with us right now.
Things can only get worse. Things can only go from bad to worse. Human nature begets conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning, the seeds of wickedness have been.
Hey, stop spacing out! Paimon called out to you, but you didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
All right. I'm sure we're all more than ready for the championship to begin. Now then, let's invite our 6 Darshan representatives to the stage. Our contestants are... Representing Amorta, Tainari! Representing Spontamod, Sino! Representing Ratawahist, Layla! Representing Haravatat, Farazan! Representing Kasharawar, Kabe! And for Vahumana... Huh? Is Vahumana's representative not here yet?
These introductions are pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Wait a sec. Why is he Vahumana's representative?
Finally, our final contestant is Vahumana's representative, Hat Guy!
Oh, so that's Hat Guy. I think I've seen him before.
You know who he is?
I've heard that he's a researcher from a different country who nominally belongs to Vahumana. Word is that he's written a lot of political analyses. His manner of speech hasn't made him popular amongst most other Vahumana researchers, but his comings and goings are quite irregular, so he doesn't interact with others much.
Aside from his more controversial aspects, his perspectives are considered quite incisive. Vahumana has seen a dearth of new talent lately, and some of its existing ones are not currently at the Academia, so I suspect he might have been their only option.
It's just kinda weird. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd participate in competitions like this one.
Now that we have our 6 contestants, the championship will soon begin. Who will triumph this time around? Hold on to your hats, because we're all on this ride together.
Huh. We really do know a lot of the contestants. Oh, right! We're guest commentators, aren't we? So figuring out everyone's reasons for participating is in our job description. Let's go ask them when we go say hi. Especially him. Paimon still thinks it's weird that he's here. Hey!
Do I really have what it takes to represent the Ratawahist Darshan?
I'll show them how fierce this competition can be.
With that prize money, I'll be able to move out of Alhatham's place.
I see everything!
It doesn't seem that Sumeru City has changed too much. I must get that limited edition card.
Everyone
Do you really think you can see through me?
There is no escape!
So, what are you...
Just call me Hat Guy. That's the name I use in Vahumana.
That sounds like a nickname, not a real name.
So I can't go by a simple, ordinary name?
Fine, suit yourself. Alright then, Hat Guy, why are you taking part in the Interdarshan Championship? We're specially invited guest commentators, so play nice and answer our questions.
You could be Matra for all I care. So what if I don't answer you? What then? I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal my motives.
You're not plotting something in secret, are you?
Well, it's hard to say. Why don't you take a guess?
Ugh, Paimon's had it with you. Fine, be that way. Then we won't ask you why you're participating. Instead, why did you join Vahumana?
You two sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong. If I don't say anything, are you going to annoy me to death? I heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akaba was researching the Tatarasuna incident, so I wrote a few essays to refute his points. Later, when I was bored, I wrote some commentary on societal issues in Inazuma. I didn't expect Vahumana to consider me as one of them. Someone even invited me to a lecture or whatever. From start to finish, it was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. There's your answer. Simple. But when Lesser Lord Kusanali heard about this, she went out of her way to get me registered in Vahumana. She used the name Hat Guy. Enough chit-chat. You're better off wasting your time with the other contestants. Someone's about to get very unlucky. Wanna guess who?
How is anyone supposed to relax with you around? We've gotta stay alert and keep a close eye on him.
Do you really think you can see through me?
Huh? Oh, it's you. Why are you here?
We're here as specially invited guest commentators. Our job is to record what happens during the competition.
Is that so? In that case, I'll have to trouble you to catch the moment of my triumph on camera. Remember to shoot from behind at a lower angle. You know, to capture a seniors class.
Don't get ahead of yourself now. Victory will obviously be mine.
You're far too young to even consider challenging me. Kasharwar or Ratawahist, you're all children as far as I'm concerned.
Actually, I was going to ask, how do you know me, Madame Faruzan?
Huh? You don't remember? I sometimes see you in the library at night. You even waved at me.
What? I don't remember doing that at all.
Huh. How strange. However, this is not the time for curiosity. I am Faruzan, a household name in Haravatat. You are Layla from Ratawahist, I presume?
Yes.
Good. Then we are officially introduced. See? Simple as that. I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Madame Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things down.
I know, but it's been tough getting people these days. And research funding has been hard to secure. But once I win this tournament, it'll be a different story.
So you're just here to increase the amount of funding you're getting?
Well, not just that. What, are you curious about my reasons for participating in this event? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. You are our guest commentators after all. There's been an influx of newly enrolled students, and they'll be paying close attention to this competition. If I do win, I'm certain that there will be no lack of students knocking upon my door. Moreover, research resources will be made available to the victor, so that will nix my funding issues. Therefore, my two juniors, I do apologize, but I fully intend to emerge triumphant.
I'll do my best as well. At least I don't plan to lose too badly.
So, why are you here, Layla?
I don't know why, but a lot of people recommended me. I didn't sign up myself. I just woke up to find my name on the announcement board. Oh, I'm really nervous. I've been so worried about disappointing everyone that I've been losing sleep.
Stress not, young one. We must all experience failure to grow and mature.
But Madame Faruzan, I don't want to fail.
Seriously? Everyone has such nice reasons for joining. Must I say?
Yes, you do! We gotta record it!
Well, you know, right? I want to buy some property.
Oh, that's right! You wanna move out of Alhatham's.
What? Alhaitham? What about him? This has nothing to do with him.
Oh! Right, sorry, Paimon has no idea what she was talking about. So, you want to use the grand prize to buy a place, right?
Correct. Also, my father took part in the Interdarshan Championship when I was young, but he didn't win. Once I do, the right to wear that diadem will be mine. In a way, I'll be helping my father fulfill a dream of his.
That's not a bad reason at all. You have ambition, youngster. Although your chances with me here aren't great, I believe your father would be most proud if the diadem of knowledge were bestowed upon you.
Not that he'll have the chance to celebrate. My father passed away many years ago. They say he ran into quicksand while traveling in the desert.
For you to have experienced such a thing, that must have been tough for you.
It's all in the past now, and life goes on, doesn't it? Let's change topics. I don't want to bring the mood down.
All right. Earlier, you said that you want to use the prize Mora to purchase a home. Where do you live now? Do you live alone?
Well...
I also heard you mention Alhaitham just a moment ago. Isn't he also from Haravatat? Are you two hiding something from me?
No, of course not! Why would you think that?
Paimon's definitely not involved either! We're gonna go interview other contestants now. Bye!
We meet again, you two.
Tainari. We came here to check out this extravaganza event, and then they invited us to be guest commentators.
Is that so? I heard that there would be guest commentators recording the proceedings with cameras, but I didn't expect they'd be you two.
It's a pleasant surprise that you're visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. When everything comes together perfectly like this, I call it the biryani factor. Because it's always rice to meet stew again.
Ugh. So, Tainari, you're representing Amurta, and Sino is representing Spantamad. But haven't you both already graduated? Can alumni also take part in the competition?
I had wondered the same thing. When I was told the news, I was actually more shocked than you are now. I later found out that anyone who has been a part of a particular darshan has the right to participate. Graduation status has no effect.
So that's a rule, huh?
There are some restrictions, though. For example, sages cannot participate. Any given person can only participate in one instance of the championship, and so on.
That's right. Also, there are two methods by which the darshan representatives are chosen. One is self-nomination, and the other is to be recommended by over half of one's darshan.
You must have been a case of the latter, Tainari.
I heard that quite a few of your juniors petitioned for your candidacy.
Sometimes I wish I could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying instead. Well, you can, but after some consideration, I realized this could be a good opportunity for me. Next month, we're having a public lecture on ecology at Gandharvaville. If I participate in this event, I might be able to utilize its popularity to promote the lecture. I'm not that concerned about becoming the champion, unlike someone here.
Yes, I'm using the last of my leave for this. When I heard that a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card was one of the prizes, I signed myself up. This year's card is a rare one indeed. It would be a shame if I missed out on it.
Wait, is it some kind of super powerful card?
No, it's a very common one. But it has a holographic layer.
So what's the point?
It's very cool.
Paimon meant apart from being very cool.
That is reason enough. I shall do my all to emerge victorious and add it to my deck.
As someone who doesn't play cards much, I can't quite relate. But it isn't surprising that everyone has their own reasons for taking part in the tournament.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go find someone else to question. Looks like Karina's got a moment now. Let's go chat with her. Hey! I'll show them how fierce this competition can be.
That's close enough.
A new punch.
Illusion shattered.
Screw you, coward. Killjoy. We've only just begun. I miscalculated.
Let the show begin.
You want this? I will.
see everything. Hey!
Ah, you must be the guest commentators Vikas invited. I've heard about you. I saw you two having quite the lively conversation, so I thought it would be best to wait. Are you two free right now?
We were actually looking for you, too.
Excellent! Then please allow me to explain your job responsibilities in detail. First, please take these two things. The first item is a custom camera from the Academia. Please use it to record the competition as it unfolds. The second is an event-specific locator that will flag all participants' locations. It will also sound when one of them completes an objective.
Wow! What a convenient little thing!
Aside from you two, there are two other commentators. However, they will remain by the commentators area and will not be following the contestants in real time. Speaking of which, you probably know them. Alhaitham and Nilu.
Oh, it's them! We have to go over and say hi later.
Well, don't let me keep you, unless you have any questions for me. Why do you ask? Really? I didn't see any such person. Could I ask when you saw him? Strange. I was on stage the entire time, and I didn't see anyone come up.
Paimon didn't see anyone either.
Perhaps you're mistaken. However, if you have any leads on that matter, you can talk to me at any time.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon. Long time no see.
Dia! Candace! You two are here as well!
Ah, so they're two friends of yours. In that case, I'll take my leave. May you all have a wonderful time during the extravaganza.
The Academia sent us both invitations, so Dia suggested that we come together. The villagers were also encouraging me to travel outside the village. I couldn't find it in myself to turn them down.
We're here now, so no point dwelling on that. Even though this extravaganza isn't a holiday or anything, it's still a big deal here in Sumeru. Merchants from all over will set up shop. There'll be tons of stuff to eat, use, and wear, more than you can count. I'm already set on helping you buy 2 new outfits. I mean, who wears the same thing at work and home anyway?
I'm looking forward to it. Just being able to relax and wander the streets freely has already made my day.
So, Traveler, Paimon, you two want to come with?
We'd love to, but we've got work to do right now.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
Sure!
In that case, Candace and I'll head out first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much in demand. If you snooze, you lose. Oh, right. We should also get some accessories.
No need to rush. I think we'll have a better time if we take things slow. See you two later. Feel free to come find us whenever you have the time.
Paimon didn't think that Candace and Dia would come. Hanging out with them sounds like a great time. Still, looks like the competition's starting soon. Let's go over to where Alhaitham is and see what's going on.
I will now announce the rules for the first round of the competition. Please listen carefully. During the opening ceremony, Academia staff released several cages of butterflies, and many of them are now fluttering within Sumeru City. Amongst these butterflies, 3 of them will be special swift flies. They have a different appearance and also fly a little faster. Your objective this round is to find a swift fly and bring it to me. 3 points will be awarded to the first participant to return, 2 to the second, and 1 point to the third. That is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other staff.
Alhaitham all business all the time, huh? That said, how did he get picked to be a commentator? Paimon's kinda curious.
Finding 3 specific butterflies in a place as large as Sumeru City sounds rather improbable.
If these swift flies behave anything like regular butterflies...
I'm off. It will take some time to search every corner of Sumeru City.
Huh? You're going just like that?
A champion walks the road to victory.
My dear Kasharawar Jr., I have a plan. How about some cooperation between you and me?
Cooperation?
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this, Tuffy. We're supposed to go on stage next, right? Let's wait and see everyone's reactions first. Huh? Wait a minute. Look, he seems to be observing the other contestants just like we are. We were right not to let our guard down.
Do you remember those things we made previously?
Huh? You mean...
It's time for them to shine.
It looks like Faruzan and Kaveh have some secret plan.
Oh, hello there. Madame Faruzan and I are discussing how...
Shh! Hush now! The walls have ears around here. We should keep it a secret for now, but you'll find out what we have in store soon enough. Come now, let's go, before the others act.
All right, there's no time to lose. We're off to make our preparations. See you later.
This is basically what I'll need. Do you think you'll have any difficulties?
I have most of the reagents with me, and I can buy the rest. Kale, you're here too! Kainari, you have a master plan ready?
My hypothesis is that the swift fly's morphological variations won't significantly affect their fundamental nature. So I'm planning on using this to lure them out. Of course, I could be wrong. Every mutation opens the door to new possibilities, especially when they are artificially introduced. Details will have to wait until after the post-experimental analysis. For now, Kale and I are going to buy some reagents for our experiment. All right, well, see you later.
Okay, see ya! Hey, Layla! You look a little worried.
Yeah, I have no idea what I should do. What color are these swift flies? Do they have special markings? How do they differ from ordinary butterflies? Oh, I can't even figure out these basic questions, and most of what I've learned in the past is completely useless here.
Aren't people who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Oh, you're another contestant. That guy, was it?
Is it that you can't use astrology during the day? Guess that skill's less useful than I thought.
No, it's not like that. If it's daytime, all I need is an astrolabe.
So, why don't you do that then?
Mona Magistus the astrologist said that those who constantly use astrology to obtain things that shouldn't be theirs will eventually lose the blessing from the stars. It's just something I read in an academic publication. I really love to read Mona's essays.
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to win this. Well, suit yourself. Wallow in your immature ideals if you like.
Hey! Seriously? Just walking off after saying a bunch of mean stuff like that?
Did I say something wrong just now? Thank you so much. I've made up my mind not to use astrology for this. I think I'll just try my luck in the city. To be honest, I've always been pretty good at observation, and if I'm fortunate, I might be able to find that special butterfly species.
Lord Cyno seems to have found a swiftfly. Come on, let's go check it out.
Really? Where?
The butterfly flew up high, and he's chasing it now.
Oh, no time to lose. Let's go see.
As expected of Cyno. Actually, shouldn't you two go have a look as well? The moment when he catches the butterfly will likely be one worth recording after all. I'll head into the city shortly to start my own search. I'll see you later.
Alright, in that case, let's go see Cyno first, and then we can check on what everyone else is up to.
Everyone hold hands!
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life...
I see everything!
Are you sure it's alright to release so many?
Have some faith. It'll be fine.
Stay put. Don't move.
He caught it! Huh? Cyno, what's wrong?
This isn't what I'm looking for. It's a...
Finally, I made it. I heard that you caught a swiftfly, Cyno. Mind letting me see what it looks like? Hold on. Isn't this the mechanical bait that I released earlier? Why would you catch that instead of a swiftfly?
Wait a minute. If we consider this from a different angle, isn't it a good thing that the bait you made was convincing enough to fool even Cyno?
That's right. During a previous interior design project, I felt that the artificial flowers on a wall were a little bland, so I decided on placing a few moving mechanical butterflies to add some pizzazz. In order to make them both small and nimble, I consulted with Madame Faruzan. Not long ago, the two of us took all those mechanical butterflies and released them into the city.
Why would you do that?
Need you even ask? Young people these days really do need to get out more. Have you never played that game where you place strips of paper on a bamboo pole and wave it across a field of flowers to attract a whole kaleidoscope of butterflies?
No, I haven't. Wait, so you're trying to...
That's right. The butterflies within the city will mistake our mechanical bait for one of their own and follow them around. As long as we keep releasing and retrieving our bait, we can capture all the butterflies within the city. What comes afterward is just a matter of separating the Swiftflies from the others.
Huh. Guess that's one way to do it.
Do not underestimate the wisdom of your elders. I had already thought of this method the moment the round's rules were announced. Of course, we also owe much to this fine junior of mine here for making such lifelike butterflies. It seems that Kasharawar has not quite declined as far as I had thought in recent years. Their teaching skills at least seem to be intact.
Well, I just stuck to what I do best. The idea was yours.
No need to be so polite. Once we capture all these butterflies, we shall split the points for this round. Look, one of them is returning now. Huh? Wait a moment. Are my eyes deceiving me? Why don't I see any butterflies behind it?
That's because there are none. Seems like your plan has hit a snag.
Looks like the match continues. I'll be looking elsewhere.
Huh. Strange. Has something else diverted their attention? Come, let's search in the direction the bait returned from.
We'll go have a look too.
If only you could learn to grow medicinal herbs at Party's DI.
Faozan, Kaveh, why did you two stop?
So it was the Morta boy.
Tainari!
Fascinating, isn't it? The butterflies have all congregated here due to a special incense that I used. I infused it with 3 different types of honey, and the butterflies, following the fragrance, have gathered around me.
Butterflies must have really sharp noses then. Wait, do they even have noses? I've never seen one.
They do not, in fact, and their vision isn't stellar either. However, they can use their antennae to distinguish between scents, and their olfactory senses are generally quite advanced, allowing them to detect floral fragrances from great distances.
Oh, so that's how it is. I had a pet butterfly once. I picked wildflowers and placed them in its box, but it wouldn't eat any.
That's normal. Raising butterflies isn't difficult, but there are many things you should take note of. Appropriate temperature, sufficient air, and a spacious environment are examples of such considerations. You must also ensure that the food you've chosen suits their palate. Most importantly, you must curb your curiosity and avoid disturbing them while they rest. Otherwise, they may become stressed.
Sorry. I liked to poke at its wings at the time.
Humans tend to rear many creatures due to their aesthetic value, but not all are suited to such a process. Caring for living beings is hard work. Impulse alone is insufficient. Some prerequisite knowledge is always required.
You sure do know a lot.
I have a question too. I bought a scarab not long ago and it hasn't seemed very active. Can you help me figure out why?
I'd like to keep a duskbird as a pet. What are some key points I should consider?
Is it possible to keep a Rishbalin tiger as a pet?
All right, it seems like you all have a great deal of questions. But I am in the middle of the Inter-Darshan Championship at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't answer them all now. Let me propose an alternative. Next month, there will be a biology lecture at Gandharvaville, and I will be sharing some interesting insights on living organisms there. If you're interested, you can attend that lecture, and if you should have any questions, just prepare them ahead of time. I'll answer questions after I've finished speaking.
All right, I'll be there.
Of course, please try to ask more rational questions. For example, whether you can raise a Rishbalin tiger as a pet or not is mainly dependent on whether you can overcome one in a fight.
Looks like Tainari's science lecture will draw quite a crowd.
Huh? Oh. Was I listening in for that long? Seems Kale's master does live up to his title as a teacher.
Madame Faruzan, I've had a look around. Nearly all the butterflies in this area have been attracted by the incense. However, we can cast our bait further away to avoid this area.
All right, then let's get moving. We shan't let all the butterflies get away from us if we can help it.
Seems like the competition's really heating up. Let's go see how the other contestants are doing.
I see everything.
Everyone hold here! Layla, how are things going on your end?
I've been searching for quite a while now, but I haven't seen any sign of the swiftflies yet. Instead, I ended up catching a few mechanical devices that looked very similar to butterflies. I wonder where they came from.
Looks like Faruzan and Kave's devices are everywhere now.
I'll keep up the search. That said, I've noticed that a number of butterflies in the city has already decreased a lot compared to when the event started. Probably because the other contestants are coming up with their own ways to catch butterflies. Alright, I'll do my best too. Huh?
What's this?
Oh, what a coincidence. I guess I just need to catch it now, right? Oh, please wait. There it goes.
It's so fast! Paimon thought all Hatham said they were only a little faster.
No, come back.
Come on, Traveler, let's go too. The locator's going off! Looks like someone's already cut themselves a swiftfly!
Why isn't it working?
The locator's going off again! So, someone else finished too? That would mean that the one Layla's chasing is the last swiftfly!
Oh, it just occurred to me that we should also get you a makeup box.
No, it's fine. I don't think I'll end up using it.
Maybe you won't, but it doesn't hurt to have one, right? Come on, just trust me on this one. Huh? Who are you, and what do you want?
Please, don't move.
Don't move? Who sent you?
Dear.
Don't worry, I can handle this. Now, tell me, what do you want?
I believe she's looking for this. Here, take it.
A butterfly? Was it on my head?
Oh, you're...
It's been a while, Layla.
A friend of yours? Oh, so she must be the one you were telling me about.
Huh? You two know each other?
Oh yeah, it has been some time. The first time I ever woke up after sleepwalking, I somehow found myself in our village. Candace was the one who took care of me then.
That's right. She didn't look well, so I gave her something to eat. She said a lot of complicated things about astrology, the night sky, the stars. Not sure I understood it all, but it sounded pretty enchanting. Right. Do you still want this butterfly? It seems like you were chasing it all the way here. It's of little use to me, but if you don't want it, I can release it.
Just let her have it. It's no big deal.
The Swiftfly was flying so fast, but you were able to catch it like it was nothing, Candace.
Oh, it didn't seem that quick, really. I was actually worried that I would injure it. But I'm glad that didn't happen.
Anyway, sorry about the butterfly thing. With the way you suddenly came running over like that, I thought you were hired to take us out or something. Huh. On second thought, I guess I've never seen an assassin that looks tired with dark bags around their eyes. Oh, you must be taking part in the championship. Take it from me. Don't let it stop you from getting some rest.
I'll do what I can. Thank you.
We'll be on our way then. See you later.
Alrighty, let's bring the Swiftfly back together with Layla.
It seems we have a third contestant who has returned with a Swiftfly. With that, the first round has come to an end. I anticipate that all of you will keep up the effort for the second round. Dismissed.
Your closing statement sounded so... how do I put it? Decisive?
Well, you could certainly stand to try being more decisive, Nilu. It would help you live more freely.
Hang on a second. Who were the first two contestants with Swiftflies?
Tighnari was first, and as for the second, it's being discussed right now.
Hey, Alhaitham, I think I've come up with a good idea. Second place gets 2 points, right? Can't Madame Faruzan and I split the points between us?
Quite the imagination you have there. I've read the championship handbook from cover to cover, and I never saw any rule which permits that.
Then we can just add a rule.
Do you really think I'd do that?
Oh, come on, you're not going to stand in the way of my victory, are you?
Well, you're free to send the organizing committee an application outlining your naive proposal. They'll get back to you within 3 working days.
3 working days? It'll be too late by then.
Unfortunately for you, even dreaming is gonna cost you.
Paimon gets it now. Kaveh and Faruzan found the second Swiftfly together, but the rules say that only one person can get the points.
Oh well, the rules are the rules. Since you call me madam and politely ask for my help, I shall give you these points.
So I'll put the points under Kaveh's name then?
No. If I take these points, won't that only detract from your contributions, Madame Faruzan? You might be alright with that, but I cannot do it. Not in good conscience.
I don't have any problem with it. There are 2 more rounds after all. Losing one isn't a major setback. But if you insist, I have another method. We can draw lots to see who will receive the points.
Lots, huh?
What? Is there something wrong with that idea?
No. Well, let's do it.
All right. I'll get the paper needed for the lots. Give me a moment.
Oh, seriously?
I'm sorry, but it appears that luck was on my side this time.
No, you do deserve it. I'm just lamenting my bad luck. Perhaps that's why my life is rife with troubles.
Indeed. It's rare to see anyone with such terrible luck be so willing to decide victory via lots.
And what would you know about that?
We can save bickering for later. Record the points under Farazan, and that'll finally bring the first round to a close. The second round will be held in the desert. We'll be moving our commentator stand over to Aru Village. Let's meet up in Aru Village once everything is ready. I'll announce the details of the second round then. Till then, you have some free time. I'm off the clock at this point, so it's farewell for now.
Wait, I'll hate them! You...
Don't be upset, Kaveh. Sighing can carry away your good luck, you know.
Oh, so that's how it works. In that case, I'll take in some deep breaths. Maybe that'll help me make up for all the luck I've lost. It's really no big deal. 2 points aren't enough to decide victory or defeat just yet. I'll win the next round, you'll see.
Looks like you've managed to pick yourself back up, young man. Good. I must warn you, though, that I'm quite familiar with the desert. You'll have to try your best if you don't want to lose.
I'm no stranger to the desert either. I'll be fine. All right then, that's enough chit-chat for now. I'm going to check the area out.
So the current standings are Tainari in first place, Faruzan in second, and Layla in third. Guess we should also take a nice break before the next round starts. But where should we go first?
Why, you two look a little lost. If you're not sure where to start enjoying the Academia Extravaganza, then may I suggest that you have a chat with our boss?
Your boss? Who's that? Do we know them?
Well, only the most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, Lord Sangamo Bay.
Oh, you mean Dory!
Precisely. Our boss sent me to inform you two that she'll be waiting for you at Sumeru City's North Gate.
Oh, well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. Hey, Dory, are you here to attend the Academia Extravaganza too? Of course! People are practically flocking to Sumeru City. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to do business. This is one of the entrances into the city, and it's very close to the Wisdom Gala booths. There'll be an endless stream of customers. I can already hear the Mora going clink, clink, clink as they fill my coin pouch. Well, is there anything you'd like to purchase? We've got everything you need and deals that can't be beat. Well, do you have anything to eat? Oh, wait, we're celebrating the extravaganza and you're only thinking of eating... I mean, of course, we've got lots of things to eat. That said, I recommend that you also consider some of the great bargains we have going on. The Wisdom Gala is about to begin, and once it starts, each of the Darshans will prepare a small challenge for everyone. And just between us, I have some super booster supplements for sale. Eat just one to boost both your strength and dexterity for a short time, allowing you to overcome any challenge. No thanks, we'll pass. These little challenges are gonna be a cinch for the two of us. Just you watch. Anyway, Paimon just wants something to eat, please. If you don't have any food, then we'll just go somewhere else. All right. Mora is Mora, after all. Oh, what would you like to eat? Well, Everyone's pretty hungry right now. Do you have any touching?
Let me see.
This is a huge job, isn't it?
If this works out, we'll be set. Here you go. 2 servings of touching. See? I told you there's nothing Lord Sangamabay can't procure.
Yay! Huh? What are you looking at, Traveler? Oh? Who? Someone we know?
Was it someone suspicious? Have we attracted some unwanted attention?
Huh? What's happening, Dory? Is there something else going on?
I don't know who you saw just now, but I do have some hard-to-come-by information about the extravaganza. If you want to know more, we can talk business later.
As long as I just keep talking up life outside of the village, people will keep flocking to me.
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you alright?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. I just haven't been sleeping well lately. Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of my head. And before I know Wait, it's morning again.
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with that?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only be endured. I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes there's no effective cure, so you just have to let things run their course. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Oh, okay. You do your best too.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all. There are 3 leyline disruptors buried in the area around Aru Village. These devices can imitate the effects of leyline disruption and will constantly interfere with the environment. Your goal is to shut them down. The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points accordingly. Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in disqualification.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again? I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be particularly difficult.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place. Let's see who will find these devices first. But aside from us, you should remember that there's a favorite for Champion. We must be careful of him.
A favorite to win? Who is it?
Shh! Not so loud. I mean that boy, Tainari. He took first place in the previous round, and if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this competition over. I heard that you solved the Avidya Forest's leyline effluence problem with him not long ago. Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated leyline disruption, it should be a simple matter for him.
That's true. It does look like his odds of winning are pretty high.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we just be letting him have all the fun? As his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable arrangement from happening. I'm off.
I'll get going as well. See you later.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry, that's what the rules say. While this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
I knew it'd be harder than I had expected. So we'll either need to find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to save our energy and wait for an opportunity. Okay, I'll head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
You're welcome. Please take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Let Paimon think. Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tainari's the favorite to win? Let's go look for him first.
I'm sweating too much, am I? Oh, it'd be so embarrassing if that was caught on camera.
Everyone
The weather today might affect this round.
Let me see. Where would they put one of these disruptors?
Hey, Tainari? Tainari! Huh? Weird. The locator says that he should be around here somewhere. Tainari! Can you hear us? You're right! Huh? Oh no, it looks like he's fainted! We have to help him! Tainari, are you okay?
It's so hot.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat. Are you not used to getting around in the desert?
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid this situation. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started feeling dizzy. My ancestors, the Veluca Shuna, were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates. They become intolerant of their original environment.
This isn't the time for a history lesson. Let's get you some water.
Humans, such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment. Here, take this. Let him drink it.
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Hey! You're leaving already? Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up to? Anyway, let's focus on helping Tainari drink some water first.
I'm feeling a little better now. Thanks, you two.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us. Just now...
Found you at last.
Sino, you're here too!
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru Village and rest.
Really? So you're backing out?
Yes. I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still have a chance to turn things around later. Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push onward would be counterproductive.
A wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru Village.
It's fine. I can make it back on my own.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on, we'll help you back to Aru Village. Now, Tainari, do you want to rest some more?
There's some shade here, so we can stop for a while.
All right, let's do that.
Oh, Sino and Tainari. And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you.
Oh, hey, Layla!
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided to take cover here for a while. What about you? Are you all done already?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought. I intend to withdraw from this round. Sino and the Traveler are escorting me back to Aru Village.
Withdraw? Can you even do that?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Alhaitham did say that the act of leaving the competition grounds would result in disqualification from the round.
Didn't I ask you if you were alright before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to suffer.
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried, and it didn't work out, and now I'm backing out while I can. When I get back, I'm definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you? You don't look very well yourself. Will you be alright?
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after resting here for a while.
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Don't worry. I'm just...
Feeling the pressure?
You can tell?
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the Ratawa Darshan in the championship. Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me, and to be honest, those rumors don't really mean anything. Now I don't know how to deal with all the expectations they've put on me. Even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this time. So I feel like I have to live up to their expectations somehow.
So their expectations are putting pressure on you.
Yes. Actually, I heard that you were voted in as well, Tainari. How do you deal with it?
To be completely honest, I don't really feel any pressure. Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not to meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandharvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
I understand. Thanks for your advice.
I'm absolutely parched after talking so much.
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be alright. We aren't far from Aru Village, so I can go the rest of the way myself. You should get back to the competition. Don't you want to win that limited edition card?
Yes. Alright then. Your spirit will live on through me.
Hey, don't talk like that. I'm not dead, Sino. Everyone, I'll be heading back now. See you after the round ends.
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptors.
Are you feeling better now, Layla?
Yeah, I feel like some of the weight has been taken off my shoulders after chatting with Tainari. It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academia, and every day here has been so precious. But of course, there have been some rough times. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and essays that took all my brain power to barely finish. Each of those things are like huge boulders barreling at me, forcing me to continue running forward. When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up. Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying to tell me. You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping out of this round, and why you don't feel disappointed in me.
That's right! No need to feel so down!
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete goals for taking part in this competition. I don't have any now, but I'll give that some thought. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. You still have to record the other contestants' progress, don't you? Perhaps they've had some breakthroughs while we've been chatting.
True. We should go look for the others. Now, who's left? Tainari's dropped out for the round, and we just saw Sino.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing. I've heard that she's quite knowledgeable about the desert, so she's probably made some progress by now.
Okay, let's go look for Farozan! I see everything! Everyone hold hands! Hey there, Farozan! Have you made any progress?
You're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here.
Oh, you found the ley line disruptor already?
Such a simple problem could never confound me. Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally, so I followed it all the way here. Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared. Something unusual must be happening around this area.
You're a true expert, Madame Farozan. You knew what to do right away.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge yet?
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. What about that boy Tainari? Oh? And why's that?
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Huh. I didn't think he would have such a weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training. What about the others? Is that Ratawahist girl still a bundle of nerves?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptors, and as for Hat Guy, well, who knows what he's thinking.
And what about Kaveh? Has he found a ley line disruptor yet?
Paimon doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something from him by now. Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done here. You should probably go find Kaveh and see how he's faring now.
Hey!
There is no...
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me. You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle of water, and I can't possibly give you that. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult, and I still need to find what I'm looking for. Merak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
Kaveh, there you are! Faruzan told us to come see how you're doing. What are you up to?
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows. I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition grounds, and now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply. Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kaveh, is this flying metal thingy yours?
That's right. This is my toolbox, Merak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy. Hey there! Can you understand us?
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable toolbox.
Well, this definitely doesn't look like an ordinary toolbox, that's for sure.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb. It was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology still isn't fully understood, and Kasharawar has many different opinions on this topic. Our current theories cannot explain such mysteries. Upon seeing such a rare, complete specimen before me, I forked over all the mora on my person to purchase it. Some time back, I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, I created Merak. It can't understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant and help me with things like mapping and surveying. Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude. Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Al-Haytham's place earlier.
Sorry.
I hope this season of my life ends soon, so I can get things back on track. Things just started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine. Or maybe it all started when I spoke to Al-Haytham in the library. Or maybe it's because constructing the Palace of Alcazar's burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the debt from that one. Oh, when's this going to end? Now that I think about it, I guess we're all unlucky here. It's not like any of you asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption. Okay, let me get you all out.
Kaveh, aren't you going to look for the ley line disruptors?
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I? Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming on. I'll get back to searching once I get them out of here. Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help. Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily gets himself into tough spots. Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of. Whoa! Someone's done already! Paimon also wants to know. Let's go back and ask Al-Haytham.
Verification complete! Congratulations on being this round's first winner, Sino.
Ooh, so Sino was the quickest!
I am from Spontamod, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never going to be particularly difficult for me.
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on, so failure was never an option. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. With the ties of friendship that bind us, I won't lose to anyone. That's a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works, and it sums up my thoughts right now.
It might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about now.
Oh wow, it's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on food and water. It'll only get harder from here on out.
Something similar happened in King of Invocations. What a classic.
Any thoughts on that, Alhaitham?
I have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
Miru obviously wasn't asking about that.
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor will be.
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tainari forfeited, and Sino's already done. What about Hat Guy?
He also forfeited not long ago.
Ugh, Paimon can't understand what he's thinking at all. But, like Alhaitham said, this round's almost over. Let's go see what the other contestants are doing.
I'm not sweating too much, am I? Oh, it'd be so embarrassing if that was caught on camera.
again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring? Really? Wow. I don't know where you get your strength from. The desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your face because of all the sand in it. Has anyone finished this round yet?
Sino's already shut one down. Have you made any progress yet?
I circled the whole area, but I didn't find anything. But I did have the chance to think some more about that thing that was weighing on my mind, and I realized something. Well, my fellow Retawahist members must have all put my name forward for different reasons, and maybe a lot of them only picked me because they wanted to watch me make a fool of myself. But be that as it may, I believe that a lot of them genuinely do expect great things from me. And I want to live up to their expectations. I don't want them to regret putting my name down.
Huh? But doesn't thinking like that put a lot of pressure on you?
Of course, that comes with some amount of pressure for sure. But now I've thought about it, I don't feel like this is something I have to do. Instead, it's something I want to do. That may not sound like a huge difference to you, but it's helped me relax a lot. So don't worry about me.
Well, that's great!
Also, now that I've relaxed, I'm suddenly really sleepy. I think I'll just take a quick nap. Just a quick one. But the competition isn't over yet. Oh, Layla. She's really a bundle of nerves, isn't she?
Wait, you're...
Good to see you too. Ooh, it's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be doing here again? Finding a ley line disruptor, was it? Let me see. Looks like she's basically gathered all the information she needs. It won't take long to wrap this up. Come with me, you two. Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits. If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know. It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena.
I see everything!
Plus, now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think. This should be it, right? I'll turn it off. That should restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Nice work!
Again, I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping up. She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first, but once she's got her bearings, she'll go and report that she shut down this disruptor. Will you be staying here for a while? Or are you going to check on the other contestants?
Oh, time to check our locator. Whoa, it looks like Kaveh and Faruzan are headed towards the same place.
Perhaps they're about to find the last disruptor. Also, speaking of Kaveh, he's an interesting one.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. Sometimes you just have to endure them as best you can until they run their course. But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other self's. She just hadn't found what she wanted to do at the moment, which is why she felt lost. Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he still seems conflicted. He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside, only sorrow. Still, who knows? He must be more experienced than me. Maybe he's just better at dealing with it all than I am. But back to the topic of wrapping up. Shouldn't you be getting back to the action to record how everything plays out? Last one, then the round's over.
Oh, true. Okay then, guess we'll be going now. We'll keep everything you said in mind. Kaveh and Faruzan were super confident at the start, but it turns out they're the last ones to find the disruptor. But between the two of them, who's going to get there first? Let's head over quick.
Shine down!
My experiment.
I'll bring my seasoning.
But a momentary distraction.
It should be around here.
Finally found it.
Kaveh? Are you?
Oh, Madame Faruzan! And here I thought you would have finished this round by now.
Faruzan, Kaveh! Oh, looks like Layla's already done.
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants doing?
Tainari and Hat Guy forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done. You two are the only ones left. Huh? That's weird. Didn't you start digging really early on?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin. I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the surface.
That's actually really impressive.
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, Madame Faruzan.
What about you? Why are you so late?
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched. And then I blacked out. Probably from the heat, you know? When I woke up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? It sounds like you were in an incredibly dangerous situation. You said you were familiar with the desert, but the way you handled problems... It does feel rather at odds with your title as a genius.
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. It was my decision. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not doing it either. My conscience would have weighed on me.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then. Well, this is indeed it. Of that there is no doubt. But how shall we count the score this time? What is it, youngster? You seem relieved.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's finally over. There shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
Alright, in that case, let's all head back to Aru Village. Paimon thinks you'll both need some water and rest.
Everyone, I really want to meet an Aranara.
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Faruzan? Huh? Where's Madame Faruzan?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw lots again.
You get caught up in some things so easily, like drawing lots.
I'm not caught up in anything! Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having bad luck!
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing lots?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh, here we go again. Let's see how I fare.
I got it! Did you see that? I won!
Congratulations!
Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn for the better!
Oh, finally! After all this time!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's points are yours.
And with that, our second round is done. Sino, Layla, and Kaveh are our victorious contestants. As for the current standings, let me see. Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tainari, Faruzan, Kaveh, and Hakai. The next round will be the final one. Please rest up before then, everyone. I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games, so feel free to drop by if you're interested. Otherwise, see you next round.
I see everything.
That Serafi dares to blab about the boss one more time.
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Finally? Did something happen?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight of some mercs on business. Thing is, they were disguised as tourists here to shop. But no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassinations.
We eavesdropped on them for a while. Their target seems to be someone called Sachin.
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned during the opening ceremony? He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes and the Diadem of Knowledge, but he hasn't shown himself at all.
Sounds like a rich person, all right. It makes sense now. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently, so a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the rich. In their words, one gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this nets them enough mora to take it easy for a while.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once, so it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Corps of 30?
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get involved. Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell Matra? Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremites' reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags succeed. But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than meets the eye here, too. But thinking like this isn't doing anything. Let's just go find Matra. Investigated Siraj with? Arav, wasn't it? Let's go talk to him.
Hello, both. It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report? Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though I suppose it's not all that surprising. The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as one of these super rich types.
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you send some people to protect him?
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back to Sumeru City. No one has been able to contact him. Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, I will be watching from close by to choose a suitable person to inherit my estate. Assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as well, and decided to come here and try their luck.
So they shouldn't know where Sachin is either, right?
I would assume not. Anyway, Mahamatra Saino is still on vacation, so I'll handle this. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't going to get very far in Sumeru City these days. I have my ways of forcing them out into the open. All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try tracking him down as well? The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Corps of 30 with someone's protection, but if the client doesn't show themselves, there's nothing we can do to help them.
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him too, but where should we start?
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a very detailed file on him. I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows anything.
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza venue and see if we can find him.
I'm not sure if this is...
Hey, Nilu, have you seen Alhaitham anywhere?
Alhaitham? Why, what is it?
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to pull up some records for us.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't know where he went. He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Huh. Yeah, actually, that sounds about right for him.
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work?
Ooh, maybe. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well check it out.
Illusion shattered!
Let's try knocking. No answer? Maybe no one's home. Hello? Alhaitham? Are you in? We need your help with something.
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, Kaveh, you're home!
Come on in, I'll get the door for you.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, Before long, the whole city would know that I'm living here.
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him? Most people have better things to do.
Fair enough. So do you know where he is at the moment?
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house. I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything pleasant at all. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise. But him, being him... Oh, you wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking! You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. What does he mean, manner becoming of an upperclassman? What, am I supposed to earn the title of upperclassman now? And he didn't stop there. He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in the room of your life.
Yeah, that does sound like something Alhaitham would say.
I've had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now. He'll have to get used to doing his own cleaning and tidying from now on. See those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility already, it certainly will be after today.
Wait, you're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in. It'll take me 3 days tops to move out of here for good. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third round, I will win. I will emerge triumphant. You'll see.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. But are you sure you'll be all right?
In what way?
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
Meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I have serious personality flaws too.
Oh, we didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Farozan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that? Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of the desert, for example. Was that really worth it?
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time. What was it you needed Alhaitham's help with, anyway? Sachin? Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look, but I didn't. Give me a moment. Let me go find them. Ah, this is the one. Here, take it.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
With taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleases. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he just left them on the side. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so. Okay, let's see what he's got on Sachin. That was a lot of information. Paimon's getting a headache. So, to sum up, Sachin put the academia in charge of managing his estate and went off to do research, right? He even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well. Oh, that must be worth heaps and heaps of mora.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's Array, except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Hey, snap out of it! You're getting way ahead of yourself there, mister!
You're right. First, I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages. Did Alhaitham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over. Let's see. 2 phrases have been circled. Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And diadem of knowledge. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible. Is this written in some other language?
Let me see. Huh. I recognize this script. Give me a second. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate. There's another smaller line of text underneath. Why would he bring that up?
Wow, it's so cool that you can actually read this script!
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization. I had to familiarize myself a little with this script at the time.
Oh, interesting. So, any idea what Alhaitham meant by all this?
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of the world.
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here. Yeah, he better catch those crooks. But until then, let's just head out for a stroll.